Kia ora, welcome to my channel. I've come on today to do a few more pages in my Tanya McGuire little wallpaper junk journal. We're almost finished in it. We still have a few pages to do, so I think we've got those two and that one, and I think we might have one more. Yes, this one here. So I'm just going to grab some bits and pieces and put them down and see how we go. Don't know what there's going to be no rhyme or reason to it, just what is on my desk. I have I've been not making very many videos lately. I have been suffering with sciatica, and that's ongoing. And what else has been going on? Not a lot. My sister came to visit from just out of Christchurch, Ringiora in the South Island, because you can grab some very cheap flights at the moment, with of course no tourists being allowed in the country. We have been able to get some nice cheap flights. So she usually comes up in December for my other sister's birthday, but she could get a $69 flight or something like that, so she grabbed it and came up, so it was very nice. So we took her and Glennis, who hadn't seen our setup at the lake yet, so we took them down to have a look at that. It was about, I don't know, it's only an hour and a quarter's drive, so we went down, stopped at the bakery, bought some lunch. My daughter came down with us to because her place is right next door, or just across the way from ours. So she came down too, and it was a nice visit. It wasn't a great day. It was wet off and on, but they got to see it. The sun did come out, so that was quite cool. And what else happened? The day that she arrived, I was not at home. I had to go to Waikato Hospital for an eye appointment. So I did that, and that turned out to be, we didn't get home till very late. My sister had been here for quite a few hours before we got home. It was a long day. Eventually got home, had eye scans and lots of things, and they found out that I have macular degeneration in my right eye, which is your fine view right in the middle of your eye, and where your colour is as where you get your colour from and all that sort of thing. So they determined that, and then determined that the treatment for it to either halt it in its track or to improve it would be to have an injection in my eye, which I have to say was not a pleasant experience. The actual injection did not hurt, but the panic beforehand was a bit of bit of an ordeal because I don't have big eyes. Like some people have very big eyes and some people have small eyes. Well, I have small eyes. And the thought of keeping my eye open while he stuck a needle in it did not thrill me at all. But he was very, very good. He spent a lot of time explaining it all to us. Put drops in my eyes to numb them before he put in a local. And then he just said to me, I said, how do I keep my eye open? He says, I hold it open. I said, oh, well, that's not too bad. So he just said, look down, and my husband was sitting over to the right of me, across the room, and he said, look down and look at Wilson. So I did that, and he said, you'll feel some pressure. You might see some waviness or some bubbles. And I had said to him that I get motion sickness, so the waviness worried me for a bit. So he said, don't worry, we'll have a nurse outside. So I got my injection in my eye, saw bubbles and waviness, but it wasn't too bad. But unfortunately, I have to go back once a month for 3 months to get those done. And then they'll decide whether it's improved or whether I have to keep on having them. And right, I'm just going to look for something to go on here now. And if it's improved, I might not have to have any more for a while. But if it hasn't, well, then I might have to just keep on having them for the rest of my life. Right, somebody sent me this little card here. I think I'm going to put that on the page like that. Now do I want it over here or there? I think I might have it there. Right, I'll get some more glue, heavy glue. This is just Elmer's clear glue, but it seems to be working quite well. But he said I might see improvement straight away, but I don't know as I have seen improvement straight away. So, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to get the treatments and see how it goes. All right. That'll be page 1. Now it's not holding down. I've had a bit of a tidy up in my room, so I have to go and look for my staple gun. It won't be long. Right, I can't find my little one, but I found my great big one, so I'm going to use my great big one, and that being the case, I can put it in several places. Right, let's see, just get this under. Put one there. And that wasn't exactly a great place to put it, that first one, but never mind. I'll just get you back here. And one here. Awesome. Right. Happy with that. Excuse my voice. Not used to talking. Right. Cover on that. And move along to our next empty one. Right. Excuse me. Right, my scissors and just give this a trim up. I got this in E.Mail. Right, just use this piece here. Didn't cut that very well, did I? Or did I? No, I don't. But we'll glue this down for a start. Why not? Right. Put that there. Get you up there. Yeah. Right. Got that done. Got that done. The pages aren't all square, so I won't worry about that little bit there. Just leave it square. Right. Put a bit of paper under there so it doesn't stick down. And let me see what else have we got that we can put on here. This is just bits out of my rubbish bin that I'm using. No, I won't use that bit. Might just use this little bit here. We don't want to put it over our butterfly, so we'll just put a mark there so I can give it a trim. Right. I'll just put a bit of glue on this. You can hear a noise in the background. I'm sorry, one of my neighbours is mowing their lawn. Right. I'll put that a bit high. Right. Right, now what are we going to do? What have we got here? Treasures. Glue that down there. Right. I'm going to put you right there. And what we want is, let's have a look, see if I've got some blue. A little bit of blue here or something. It looks a little bit sea-like. Not really. Lift that up. We'll just give this a bit of a rip. Right, and we're going to put that down there. Add a little bit more to it maybe. Just see what we've got. Right. Right, just cut that off there. Right, let's slip that over there. And we'll put you down there. Let's give that a little bit more glue. Right, now we need to put a bit of colour down there. So we're going to put a bit of blue. Our little lighthouse needs to be surrounded by water. I'm just sticking my finger in my mouth to wet it. Right, I like that. Now what did I do with that? I think this is going to go here too, this big seashell. No, I think it's too big. Keep that for something else. We might just cut out this little butterfly. Hopefully we're going off to the lake again this coming week. Just to change things over and get things looking, get things ready for summer holidays coming on. Oh, I don't think we want that. I think we'll just leave that like that. I don't think we need anything else there. Right. Let's finish these last 2 pages and then the book will be done. Oh. Let's put some of this down. I think we'll just glue the page and pinch that bit of paper from there. And glue our page. Glue our page and see what happens. I do not normally put napkins down this way, but I usually use wet glue, but because they're just bits and pieces, it's a nice quick way to get it done. Right, let's see what else we're going to do. Oh dear, a bit of an itchy eye. Let's just put some bits of paper down and see what's what. It's a word. This here was a piece of painty paper that I got in Happy Mail that I've used most of, and so I'm just going to put it down. Doesn't mean much. Doesn't have to mean much. When your mojo's up and gone, you just glue paper down. It's got some bits of painty paper here that we'll use. And what else we've got? Can we put that bit on? Anything else? Another bit here. And it's just got a very pretty bird stuck to it. So we'll just use that as one. Don't know if it was meant to be there, but it's going to be there now. Put some glue on it. And glue there. Cool. Alright, now we'll just open this. We do not want to I don't want to upset it in any way, but yeah. There's another trim. I can see that little bit sticking up there. Right, now, little bird I think was just a little bit stuck on there. I don't think it was actually meant to be on there, but hey, I'm okay with that. Let's see what else we can put on with our little bird. Nope, that. Nope. She looks cute. Blue lady. We'll call her the blue lady. Right, what else do we want? Another little bird here. I pop that one down as well. Why not? I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just sticking little bits of paper down because they're there, really. And when your mojo's gone, you just gotta just do that. If you just do that, you might end up being happy with what you've done. Then again, you might not. This bit of paper came off a decorated envelope that I was sent with Happy Mail in it, that got put in my stash and forgotten about. And when I found it, all the bits were the glue had dried and they were coming off, so I pulled them off and thought I will just use them randomly in my book, and I'm quite happy with that. Page, and this is, I believe this is our last page. So we've got all these bits that came, that envelope here, that I think that I'm just going to use. Right, and I think they're over here, most of them. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to use just little bits of paper. Now this here is just a bit of paper, but we want something underneath it. So we're going to put some bits and pieces down first, just to cover our page. Alright, some little bits there. There is another little bit of pieces of jelly prints. These are what these are. They were just bits of jelly prints that you know that you're not 100% happy with. No, I still want some more stuff down here. I'm going to put just a bit of this down. My great-grandson they've just moved into their new place, and there's this park right near it, which they go off to play in every day. It's just right around at the back of their place, just around the corner. And my granddaughter went to pick them up, and he fell and knocked out a tooth. Well, they were going out to dinner that night because it was his other grandparents.